Book of Heaven, Volume 11, March 8, 1912. The state of victim of Jesus during his hidden life. What being a victim means. This morning, Father G offered himself as victim to our Lord, and I was praying, offering him that he would accept him. Then my always lovable Jesus told me,
"My daughter, I accept him wholeheartedly. Tell him that his life will no longer be his, but mine, and that I chose him as victim of my hidden life. My hidden life was victim for the whole interior life of man, so it satisfied for the bad thoughts, desires, tendencies, and affections. Everything that man does externally is nothing other than the outpouring of his interior. If so much evil shows on the outside, what must the interior be like? Therefore, the redoing of the interior of man cost me very much. It is enough to say that it took me as long as 30 years. My thought, my heartbeat, breath, and desire were always intent on running close to the thought, heartbeat, breath, and desire of man, in order to repair them, satisfy for them, and sanctify them. So I choose him as victim for this point of my hidden life, and I want all his interior united with me and offered to me, to satisfy me for the evil interior of other creatures. I choose him for this on purpose, because, being a priest, he knows better than others the interior of souls, the rot and the slime which is in them. From this, he can better know how much my state of victim cost me, a state in which I want him to take part, and not only him, but also others whom he will approach. My daughter, tell him that I am giving him a great grace by accepting him as victim. Because becoming a victim is nothing other than a second baptism, or rather more than baptism, because it is about rising again in my very life. And since the victim must live with me and of me, it is necessary for me to wash him of every stain, giving him a new baptism and strengthening him in grace, to be able to admit him to live with me. Therefore, from now on, in anything he does, he will no longer say that it is his own, but that it is mine. So, whether he prays, speaks, or works, he will say that these are my things."
After this, Jesus seemed to be looking around, and I, "What are you looking at, O Jesus? Aren't we alone?" And he said, "No, there are people. I draw them around you to have them closer to me." And I, "Do you love them?" And he, "Yes, but I would like them to be more at ease, more trusting, more brave, and more intimate with me, with no thought about themselves. They must know that victims are no longer the masters of themselves, otherwise they would annul the state of victim." Then, having to cough a little, I said, "Jesus, let me come soon. Let me die of consumption. Hurry, hurry, let me come. Take me with you." And Jesus, "Don't make me see you are discontent, otherwise I suffer. Yes, you will die of consumption, just a little longer. And if you will not die of corporal consumption, you will die of the consumption of love. Oh, please do not go out of my will, for my will be your paradise, or better still, the paradise of my will. For as many days as you will be on earth, so many paradises will I give you in heaven."